highlight of the session from my perspective today, speaking to a room full of people from all over the world, that's a great way to connect to the message about an evolving professional identity. When you've got a room full of teachers from all over the world sitting together and listening together, we can really talk about what it means to reach beyond who we currently think we are as teachers and network with all of these other folks as they're sharing the space with us. One of the most interesting moments for me was in the session today with Andreas Schleicher, as he talked about what it takes for world-class systems to connect to global competency. And I asked a question about what it would mean for a school system that's using a competency-based curriculum to be thinking about global competency. Is it because they're already competency-based that it might be easier to get there as compared to maybe outcome-based or standards-based? And it was very interesting to hear his response, that if we're already thinking about competency, about behavior, social, emotional, and cognitive growth, that we're more likely to make direct links to how we think about our place in the world and how we might connect to it. The most important aspect of bringing global competency into the classroom is thinking about myself first as a professional. Am I modeling global competency? Am I talking to my students about the international network of teachers that I'm connected to? Or am I just telling them about what they should do and just giving them direction? And I think when we combine modeling with guidance, then we start to see some success in how we can equate ourselves in the classroom as learners. I'm a teacher, yes, but I'm also a learner in that case. If we are thoughtful about how we evolve from just teachers to teacher leaders, we can recognize that there's a distributed leadership in most schools. There will always be that one teacher that's especially tech savvy, and so we can learn from that colleague. And someone else may be very current with what students are into and emerging trends in their interests. That's someone else we can go to. If we're thinking about what the shared leadership is and that community of expertise within a school, we'll find that technology can help us to understand one another and present information to students in more meaningful ways. My message for our colleagues across the UAE is that they have stories to be told. They have stories that the world wants to hear. And I live in Canada. I know very, very few teachers in the UAE. I'm very fortunate that my government has programs that help teachers become mobile around the world to go and learn from one another and understand other systems. I think it would be very important for teachers in the UAE to continue to reach out and reach out further to make connections with teachers around the world so that we can learn from them, they can learn from us, and they become part of a global community.